What's up, guys, and welcome to Quick Diz News, Episode 8. I am your host, Tim LeBeau, alongside Mrs. Sarah Castano.
Hey, howdy, hey.
And Mr. John Castano.
Hello.
Please like, share, and subscribe if you get a chance, and catch us on all your favorite podcast platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. Okay, Sarah, so what do we have this week for quick mentions?
So starting us off this week, Disneyland has officially reopened its gates for the first time in forever. Just kidding. Since our last episode has aired, so there's no big, huge story there. Happy headlines, happy guests and residents, tears of joy from cast members and goers alike. But that also means, with the land reopening, that not only guests are brought back into the park, but characters as well. So making his debut on Cinco de Mayo this week was Miguel from Coco, made his first meet and greet debut at Disneyland earlier this week. So happy news coming out of California. Walt Disney College Program announces the return of the program this June. According to Disney's Career Opportunities website, which has the college program, the culinary program, and the international program, Disney is inviting participants whose program ended early or was suspended in 2020 due to the college program closing with COVID, into rejoining them, so to reapply for the program participants. College program participants who are eligible due to the early ending or suspension due to COVID closure will also be among the first to stay at the new Flamingo Crossings Village, which is the home to the college program participants. It's also home to the new emergency room brought by their partnership with Advent Health Medical, which is the company that does the temperature checks as you enter the parks. So just some updates, some things starting to open back up, and a little bit more of a return to normalcy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good news. All news is good news on the Disney front right now.
The college program is going to be nice, and Epcot will be much more authentic now. It's always nice that to have the physical person from the country at each country just makes it a little better. So it'll be a little more normal.
Yeah, and I think the temperature checks are going away. College kids are coming back. It's only I'm starting to think that we're not even gonna. I don't even know if they're gonna make it to the end of the year with the masks outside.
No.
We mentioned that. I think Sarah had mentioned that they did say that, and I'm sure they did. But I wonder if they're gonna make it to the end of the year.
I think they're gonna come off before the 50th, around that time.
I think so too.
Right. Moving to updates. So a couple weeks ago, we had discussed that Disney had unveiled a new Disney cruise ship, the Disney Wish. So we do have a little bit of an update on the Wish. They will be hosting a themed bar called the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge, which is anticipated to have a menu similar to that of Oga's Cantinas from both of the Galaxy's Edge parks.
Adults only.
Say again?
I said adults only too.
Yes, that one will be an adults only. Also planned for the Home Away from Home at Sea is the World of Marvel restaurant, which is described on the site as being a cinematic dining adventure. So again, inspiration for the menu for the Marvel restaurant is anticipated to be pulled from the PIM test kitchen at Avengers Campus in Disneyland, California Adventure. So a little bit more information. They did release some concept art that looked kind of cool. The Hyperspace Lounge resembles something, if you watched the Han Solo adventure, Solo. Just Solo.
Mm-hmm.
I do the Star Wars, I promise.
Solo, a Star Wars story, I believe.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. It looks very similar to the yacht that's pictured. So it looks very elegant and streamlined, almost like it is a private yacht set in space. So it has the window showing as you jump from spot to spot. The concept art does look super cool. So I am excited to see a little bit more as that comes to fruition. Again, not really sure if we would go on a Disney cruise just because of the price point. However, it is cool to see stuff like this, that you could literally be part of the Marvel world and the Star Wars worlds on the same vessel. And along those lines, our other update, Disney's newest resort experience, the Star Wars Galactic StarCruiser, finally has an announced opening date. So it is slated to open in 2022 in Walt Disney World. Guests staying there are required to stay for a 2-night minimum and will experience a choose-your-own adventure-style stay, which is determined by their interactions with characters, crew, and other passengers. They also will have access to specially themed dining and entertainment options, as well as a special visit to Galaxy's Edge and Hollywood Studios. So a special visit could be a special entrance, early access, nothing super specific just yet, but as more details come and they start to complete the StarCruiser, I have a feeling we'll get a little bit more information from them.
This is where the lightsaber thing is too. They showed that video of the lightsaber, which I don't know if you're going to be able to use one or the characters that are in the StarCruiser will have them, but it does look very cool.
Those things look amazing. And you wonder how much they're going to charge for those bad boys.
Yeah.
Or can you, I mean, I guess I'm assuming they're going to sell them.
I would think.
What Disney does, so.
But it looked pretty authentic.
I know. And so they sell all these people lightsabers, and now they're going to, doesn't seem like a very good, very fair thing to do, you know? What's up, guys? It's Tim. Just here to remind you to check out our new website, quickdiztakes.com. We cover everything Disney, from our newest videos to our newest podcast, blog posts by contributors, and much more. And while you're there, do not forget to subscribe for the latest notifications on when new blog posts are posted and new videos go up. Of course, check out our YouTube page, Quick Diz Takes, and our Facebook page, Quick Diz Takes, along with Twitter at Quick Diz Takes for me, and at Palm Tree Skook for Sarah, Instagram at Quick Diz Takes Tim, and at Quick Diz Skook. And of course, if you like this, please like, share, and subscribe with friends. Thanks for listening, and now back to the show.
All right, our final update this week, since we did just talk about the Galactic StarCruiser, is Disney unveiled their newest Star Wars product, a realistic retractable lightsaber, on May the 4th. Disney Parks released a brief clip of a Disney performer dressed as Rey, turning on a solid retractable blade of light extending from a hilt unit. So the saber is not for sale yet, but guests will be able to see the lightsaber in action as part of Disney's Star Wars Galactic StarCruiser experience. So it is really cool to look at. I want to say the clip is like 13, 15 seconds at the most, and it very much seems like a real deal. Not like the ones you could build at Savvy's, but it seems amazing.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I don't know how durable it's going to be. It looks like they were very tender with it when they were showing it off. You didn't see too much or any movement really. So I don't know.
I don't know if that was to showcase that it was really a retractable beam of light. I don't know what it was, just enough to get your attention, but not really dissect the clip.
Yeah, my other issue is that I didn't see it go. I didn't see it. You see it go on, you don't see it go off. Mm-hmm. So I wonder what the deal with that is too. So do you have to push it down later?
Like the plastic ones you could get from.
Yeah, I mean, it would still be cool. Yeah. It must go back down. I don't know. It
probably does. They're just giving us a little taste. Here you go, just to prove that it's real, that they were true to their saying they built one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Other than it's probably going to retail for like $500, and
very likely.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, and our big story this week: Disney World announces an end to temperature checks. More of that move back to normal. Earlier this week, Disney announced an end to their policy requiring all guests to adhere to a temperature check prior to entering the parks. At the moment, temperature checks continue to be required at Disney World theme parks and other Disney properties. Disney's website now addresses their decision to phase out on-site temperature screenings at Walt Disney World Resort for cast members beginning May 8th, so just around the corner, and for guests on May 16th. So we do have the relaxing of the mask policy for PhotoPass photos. We're having the end to our temperature checks. I think as we continue to see more and more people get vaccinated and the numbers going down, we will get these little snippets back to normalcy, which is amazing to see.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know. What do we got for opinions on this?
I'm in favor of it. I feel we've had a similar discussion many times as things are starting to return to normal, that we know that, having a fever is not always an indication of being positive for COVID. We know that it's hot in Florida, so some people could get false temperatures. It doesn't do well outside. I feel like we're having some of the similar conversations every time they release and relax, and progress is being made on going back to how things were before. So I think it's a step in the right direction. I think if Disney is willing to relax on policies like this, then it's a positive move for sure.
I mean, if states are pulling, some states like pretty much don't even have restrictions anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I guess not doing a temperature check is reasonable.
Yeah. They just wanted to be extra safe. And
I don't blame them.
Now it's just to ease stuff. I mean, it'll be nice because of one less step you have to do to get into the parks quicker. And it's just, I don't know.
I mean, I didn't feel like temperature checks slowed us down anyway. But...
No, but it's just one less thing you have to walk through. And it's just, like you said, it's not an indication of you having anything or whatever. It's just time, I think, just to start.
Yep. I want to see the masks come off next. Not inside. Just outside with everybody keeping their, most people, I would say like the vast majority of people will go out, go in the parks. If they're allowed to take the mask off and stay away from other people.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd actually be easier to make people follow that rule than it is to get some of these people to actually put one on. So,
I mean, they're keeping their policies in place about social distancing, about wearing their masks outdoors, keeping them on indoors. They're maintaining their policy of keeping masks on while seated unless you're actively eating or drinking at a restaurant. So that's still in place. They are still taking precautions like I would completely expect Disney to do. But it is nice that they are slowly kind of peeling them back.
Yeah. I mean, the outside is everything to me. If you can go around the parks outside with no mask, then the rest of it's fine. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, but if you're able to, it would be almost back to normal at that point, because if you gotta put it on when you go in, who cares? Really? I don't know. It would be, more than half the battle will be won if you can just stroll around the park without masks. I mean, every single time you want to take a picture, you want to worry about your mask on when you're outside. And if anyone has a hard time breathing with it on, the heat, they won't have that problem anymore. So that'd be good.
And they are keeping their, hand sanitizing stations. They're everywhere in the park. I mean, just like you can't go more than 15 steps without finding a trash can, it's probably 25 to 30 steps without finding a hand sanitizing station. So
yeah, but are they getting rid of those?
They got rid of the hand washing stations. Just
okay.
They were worried. I mean, those were fewer than the sanitizing stations because they needed a hose for the water source. But they just found people weren't using them, and so it was a waste of materials and resources. So they figured their money was better spent on sanitizers, which they could distribute, more easily throughout the parks.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. Plus, it's nice to sanitize your hands anyway, in general, regardless of COVID or not. Just go to the wall at Winnie the Pooh, and you'll want to sanitize your whole body. So
I feel like I want to sanitize more. Like I'll never quite be the same thinking about germs after this, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I was like rubbing my tongue up and down germ-infested walls or anything, but I don't know. I just never thought much of it.
I think certain professions are kind of more aware of germs and hotspots. Like I feel like I was always the person who carried the Purell and like the wipes before anyway, but now I'm just like, people don't realize how dirty public spaces are.
Yep.
So
they're pretty dirty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it. All right. So we're going to get out of here and we will talk to you guys on Tuesday.